Hey friends, what's up? Philip here with Points of Philip, and I'm actually coming to you again with some breaking news. Now, this news is something that we've kind of been expecting, but Walmart has officially announced their new credit cards that they've partnered with Synchrony yet again. So they used to be partnered with Synchrony before. Well, they decided to end that, and then they partnered with Capital One, decided to end that, and now they're back with Synchrony. And so the new cards, I'm not going to bury the lead anymore. The new cards are one pay rewards cards. So that's kind of the new thing, but it's partnered with Synchrony. It's a co-branded card issued with Walmart, and there's also kind of a debit card slash a spend card that's also available if you're not qualified enough for the one pay card. So we're going to get into that and, well, how this might actually help you. But before we do, I want to ask you guys to like and subscribe. Doing that helps me and YouTube know that what I'm doing is helpful for people like you. Doing that in turn also helps more people to view this content, something I'm, well, really happy about and really would be appreciative of. So thanks so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Now that we're into that, let's get into the one pay card and, well, why you should care. So Walmart is back. So I'm actually in an interesting position because I had the regular Walmart card from Capital One, and this card actually became kind of my go-to. I use it very similarly to, well, another 5% cashback card, my Amazon Prime Visa. So this card with Capital One earned 5% cash back in your first year in store, but then you had to order it on or use it online in order to get 5% cash back before. And so, well, I had to just use Walmart Plus, and so while I still had the Capital One card up until September of last year, when Capital One actually product changed all those cards over to Quicksilver cards, and then you can actually become anything you want. I actually turned it into a Venture card, which is really nice because that, well, the Walmart card had actually my highest credit limit with Capital One at the time. Now, this particular card, so the one pay card, first of all, has no annual fee, and it also has 5% cash back as long as you're a Walmart Plus member. Now, the reason why that's important for some of us in the credit card points and miles game is because, well, there's a couple of high-profile cards through American Express that give you Walmart Plus membership. And so we could take a look and see exactly what this could do for us moving forward. Now, if you don't have Walmart Plus, you still can earn with this card, except it's 3% at Walmart purchases, and including purchases online, and then 1.5% cash back on everything else. Now, the big question we're all asking is, what can I do with my cash back? And so how you earn it is in one pay points, and then you actually can redeem them through this one pay system through either a statement credit for your credit card, so you can actually just redeem your cash back for a statement credit, or if you have a one pay account, you can actually transfer those cashback rewards into this account. So I don't have either open. I'm actually going to go through and see if Synchrony is going to give it to me. But, we'll see what happens. So it's a no annual fee card, but it has a very kind of slim sign-up bonus, $35 back after spending $75 in the first 30 days, which honestly just means 35% or $35 off of your first Walmart Plus order, essentially, is how I'm going to do it. Now, Walmart is playing this very similar to a store card, right? And so when you take a look at just like a Macy's card or a Belk card or, any kind of, even a Brooks Brothers credit card, right? The model here is we give you a small discount on your first purchase. And so that can kind of have a cap sometimes of $100 or up to maybe $150, but you get kind of a percentage off of that initial purchase. And so this is kind of what Walmart is doing with this new one pay card. But the reason why we care, of course, is 5% cash back on Walmart. Now, if you are someone who is in the American Express ecosystem, if you have the Business Gold card or the Personal Platinum card, you get a free year, for every year that you hold the card, you get free Walmart Plus subscription as long as you pay for the monthly version of it, which is actually substantially more expensive than the yearly version, but that's beside the point. So you get free Walmart Plus, and I'm someone who's actually been able to use that quite a bit. I've used my Walmart Plus now for being able to, just automatically get so like Greek yogurt, blueberries. We also get like paper towels, trash bags, toilet paper, like all the stuff that I would do on kind of like a larger shopping trip. We get delivered to our house every Sunday. And that way, when we're ready to go into the week on Monday, we already have everything we need. And that's free. Essentially, the only thing I actually have to pay regarding the delivery is a tip to the delivery driver. And so, Walmart Plus really kind of changes the game as far as being able to have cheap, easy access to like the essentials that we need on a weekly basis. And so that's kind of where that's been in mind. Now, with Walmart Plus, you also get access to 10 cents off per gallon at Exxon and Walmart gas stations, and even Sam's as well. So that's a nice little perk as well. And you also have some interesting benefits like access to the ad tier of Paramount Plus, and you also get kind of some interesting benefits from Burger King, but I haven't really used any of that, so I can't really speak to that. But Walmart Plus, basically, you get that with being a Walmart or an American Express card holder, as long as you have the business gold card or the personal platinum. But the problem with that is you don't have a good way to earn when it comes to Walmart purchases. Because, well, if you go to Walmart, then it pretty much just codes as regular retail. And so you'd have to get the Blue Business Plus card or something like that in order to actually be able to earn more than 1 point per dollar. Now, some cases you can find Walmart neighborhood kind of retailers, like the neighborhood grocery stores, will code as grocery. But my friend John R has said that pretty much that seems to not be the case sometimes. If I'm remembering that correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong. But so basically, there's no real good option. If Walmart is going to be your go-to store, you have to come up with something else. And this is 5% cash back. Now, some of you I know are already saying, well, I just get the City Custom Cash for 5% cash back. That's limited at $500 per month. And I know some people can do that in a week when it comes to Walmart Plus ordering, especially with the fact that you actually get access to free delivery with a lot of their kind of back end services. And so it can kind of stand in for Amazon Prime if you want it to. And so, well, 5% cash back with the City Custom Cash can be good. However, there are some limitations. There is no limitations with the PayPal debit card, but if you want to stick with kind of a credit card, the OnePay card could be good. And so it's very similar in some ways to the Amazon Prime card or even the Target. I think that's the Circle card. And that's 5% back at that particular retailer. And kind of that's why you have that card to kind of maintain that one particular thing. And that's how the Amazon Prime works. The Amazon Prime works. It's how the old Walmart Plus card worked as well. And so so we talked a little bit about that. We talked about what the card does. We talked about why someone that is in the points and miles might care about it, because it's unlimited 5% cash back on Walmart purchases. And so you have immediately with having Walmart Plus, you get access to that 5% cash back, and that's nice. Now, the one other big problem, the one other big concern is that this is issued by Synchrony. So the question here is Synchrony a worthwhile card issuer that you want to kind of mess with? And so I'm going to talk about my experience. So first of all, I'm going to kind of hold this up a little bit, but this is my City Furniture card. This is my only actual store card. In fact, it is not actually on a network. I can only use it at City Furniture. My wife and I got that when we bought our couch because, well, we could put it on a deferred interest payment plan, and that really worked for us. And so we went ahead and opened that, and it came up as an actual revolving credit line because that's what it is. Now, it did have deferred interest, and, well, we did pay it on time, so we didn't have to worry about that. But with Synchrony, you kind of do. So that is an interesting card. I only use it for the one purchase for the couch, and we really haven't used it after that. And so that's kind of here and there. I don't really use it, but we do have two cards that I kind of do use. And so the first one here is the Virgin Red Rewards card. So I get this card, first of all, because I had I think it was a 35,000 point sign up bonus at the time. And, well, I've really gotten a lot of use out of it. And it has some really interesting benefits, but I am actually going to cancel it next month when it actually will hit its 1 year anniversary, because it looks like some people are saying that you can actually infinitely cycle these Synchrony sign up bonuses for these cards. So I'm going to see it. I'm going to try to reopen it and get that sign up bonus once again. So that can be really not helpful. But I really haven't had any issues with this card. But one of the great things is you can either manage it directly through the Virgin Red app or through the Synchrony app. And so you have a little bit of options for this card. So it's not a terrible card. It gets you some great things. But one of the other really great cards that I have is the Venmo credit card. So the Venmo credit card is also issued by Synchrony. And this card actually earns really well. It earns 3% cash back in your first category, 2% cash back in your second category, and then 1% cash back for everything else. Now, this is really great because you can actually kind of control this card through the Venmo app. So you don't actually have to download the Synchrony Bank in order to be able to manage this card. In fact, you actually can't do it through the Synchrony Bank. So some things that I've kind of noticed about Synchrony is you have to watch out for paper statements. So paper statements usually come with a monthly fee of $1.99. And so there's really no reason for anyone to have a paper statement at this time. So as long as you check that box where you don't get paper statements, you probably won't be charged. There really is no annual fee. There's no kind of monthly initiation fee or anything like you see with some of the more like sticky banks like the Merricks or the Credit One cards, right? So they have actually decent cards, and so they also have a Cathay Pacific card that would recently started this year as well, and that's kind of been on my short list because I actually kind of value Cathay Pacific miles pretty well. And so, I'm definitely not opposed to having a Synchrony card. And so, basically that won't keep me away from it. But I do think that this OnePay card can be an interesting kind of sweet spot when it comes to American Express because, well, you already get free access to that Walmart Plus. But anyway, thanks so much for listening to me talk about this news. Let me know if you are thinking about getting this card. It's definitely something that could help certain people because 5% cash back on Walmart purchases. So if you want 5% cash back on your next TV, 5% cash back on your next futon whenever your son decides that he wants to actually expand his bedroom, you have a lot of different options for 5% cash back. So this could be a good option for the right family. Let me know if that's you. Let me know if it's something you'll never ever touch. And anyway, I can't wait to join the conversation with you online. Thanks so much for being here, and I really appreciate every single one of you. Have a great day. Bye.